everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Hi. Hi, Rabia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good, thank you.
Good. I was going to say good morning, but it is good evening to you there in India.
Yeah, yeah, it's good evening
We
there.
already have so many people on 15, it looks like, and it's been just a few seconds and that keeps climbing. But I
Yeah.
wanted to say hello to everyone and quickly let you know, if you did not plan ahead for this conversation yet, that I get the honor to have a conversation with Rabia, who is one of the founders of one of our artisan communities that we're partnered with at Trades of Hope in India. And so I met Rabia maybe a couple of years ago now, and
Yes.
was just a huge fan of her and what she's doing in India. So Rabia, why don't you take a moment to introduce yourself and what you do?
Hi guys. I think we met Trades of Hope as a company 3 years back, and
Mm,
immediately I think we started working after 1 month of our meeting.
yeah.
Uh, so we have a manufacturing unit in Jaipur in India. We manufacture leather goods and we club different textiles, different crafts with leather and manufacture products in our factory. It's a 6 year old company now. And yeah, so I'm a design graduate. So that's how we started this company with my partner. And that's what we're doing. Yeah,
That's
enjoying and
amazing.
working.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. I have to say, so when we met at that show in India, your leather goods, your bags, I mean, it was like I remember being so drawn to leather pillowcases as well. Like you had so much and it stood out and it was completely different than anything else that I had seen in India ever, really. It was very, very different. And I think you had touched on it for just a second, but I know that that must come from I got
Yeah. Sorry,
a phone
I
call.
think we lost the connection. Okay. Yeah.
Is everything okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a phone call, so I had to turn that off. Um, but I was saying that what you had was so different, and I have no doubt that that is attributed to your design background. So why don't you share a little bit about maybe how you grew to want to learn more and study that, and maybe a little bit of your passion behind design work.
I'll just like start in a different way. What I feel is that when now I'm working and manufacturing, majorly what happens is when you're manufacturing, you either hire designers or you just work on the clients who give their designs. But when I started working on this company, that was the whole idea because I think when I design something, I understand the value, the time, effort goes behind designing something. So at the same time, when my client is sending something, I am not very hesitant in either sharing my opinion about the product design and secondly, keeping it very, very exclusive and out of the market and respecting that design. I think that whole thing was which made our company little different from what was already. I mean, if you see people who have been exporting since years, that's how we wanted to differentiate ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between I feel the USP of our company because
Yeah.
the owner, it's the founder themselves understand the design and they've studied, they've educated themselves in design process.
Yeah.
And secondly, because I did my graduation from Jaipur, in my college we've always worked with different crafts, and India itself is rich with different crafts. Actually, if we move from one state to other state, we have different crafts in every state. So over the years, I think we were given knowledge of understanding and how we need to work with different artisans. That's the thing that I understood, and the knowledge that I have been taking care of and working with it in my company as well. And that's how we started. We understood that, see, this is our USP in India. We have those kinds of artisans who are good with different kind of crafts. So we really wanted to pick up those and design products which are universally acceptable.
Yeah,
So
I
that's,
love that. And
yeah.
that shows that intentionality, your um, attention to making that your goal completely shows. I mean, it's been so clear how your products stand out and speak for themselves. I remember seeing one bag, it was the same shape as the Rabia bag and the blush Rabia bag that we have, which, if you guys haven't noticed yet, is named after Rabia herself because we were so
Yes.
impressed by her. And it was that same shape though, and I had never seen anything like that come out of India before, and it literally drew me to you guys. We like stopped walking, I saw it, and I had to come speak to you both, you
Yes.
and your partner, that is. And so um I love the craftsmanship and the design that you guys ensure speaks for itself as far as your quality products. So that's a little bit about your work. Why don't you tell me a little bit about, and share with all of us actually, a little bit about the manufacturers, the artisans that you work with.
Sure. I think I really wanted to do this session when I was in my factory, but because of the time difference,
Yeah,
I mean, we are not able to do that.
yeah,
But yes, I'll just try to explain you how we work. So we have a headmaster craftsmanship who actually is a sample master. Tell him any design. He's the first one to craft that design on a pattern on a paper. From there, that's the master paper, and from there the whole product is made. So initially, any design that we make, be it a simple this thing, we have a paper pattern for every bag, everything. So we make that, and then the head artisan, the stitching artisan, makes the first bag of the sample. Then we see what needs to be changed, and then from that sampling team, it goes to the production team, which are they're clearly responsible when we have like we have to make, like, for example, 50 bags or 100 bags, more than a certain number. Then those people are the people who actually make those bags in production. So the whole fact, and the third department is the QC department. That is majorly when the bag is completed, that hands over to them. They take care of the quality check, to check everything, and then they pack it, and then we dispatch this thing. So in our factory we have these segments divided into two floors. So that's how we work. I mean, so majorly our concentration, our this thing is with the main master artisan. We actually work with him to first when we make the sample, because he takes care and understands what needs to be done, and which is simpler for the production, and which we maintain the quality as it is.
yeah. And
Yeah.
your quality is absolutely amazing. It's so impressive every time. Um, I remember once you telling me about the impact that seeing you, a woman, owning half of your business has for the other women who are manufacturing and creating these products. Do you mind sharing a little bit about that, like how it might have affected them seeing you as a
Yeah.
leader?
So basically, yes. So basically, what happens is if you try to teach somebody and you don't set an example for that, they just feel that you're just saying it for the heck of saying it. But here, when in my company I say that okay, women can do something, they see me. I mean, you will never see me that I sit at home and don't go to office because I have something at my home to work on. It's a rule that as a normal person, I need to go to my office at 10 o'clock in the morning, stay there for the full working hour, and come back and do my household things. So whenever I always used to tell them about my stories. First, when I was unmarried, they thought, oh, I don't have any responsibilities. When I got married, then, I mean, things are changing. They understand, okay, I am also doing it. So when I tell them, get your wives, we need to let your wives also work in, they were very hesitant. But now when I call them, no, we want them, they understand, okay, she being herself is in the office. So the
Mm.
environment is like that they can come in. Now you see majorly all my artisans get their wives to work in whenever we need them, and whatever they can handle. And I am okay with them if they can come only for 2 hours, 3 hours. I have no problem doing that. But I wanted to bring that change and be the example for them that if I can do it, I have no superpowers or anything special. It's very basic if we actually think about it. But yes, it's taking time. I'll be very honest, I'm taking very, very small steps towards this, but we are bringing the change, at least in my surroundings, and eventually I think my impact will be seen on a bigger, this thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's a definitely a long-term journey, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Um, and from your perspective, why do you think that is important? You know, you said that you were telling husbands like, "Oh, your wife should come in to work." Why do you think that's important, especially within in India itself?
I think why I actually, if day to day time when they talk about the kind of loans they have on themselves, they have loans for everything. Actually, if you start talking to them, they will realize in their day to day expenses, they have so many loans. So I was just trying to explain them, if you have two people, it's very simple. Let's just not forget let's forget the fact that it's a woman and a man. It's a very simple. If two people are working in a house, you'll have extra income. So
Yeah.
my only idea of explaining them is, how the hell will you give your loans? It's impossible, the kind of loans you have. So either you get another brother or something. If you don't have, it's this, your wife is a more secure person. So why
Yeah.
don't you get her also? Give her the opportunity to work, and if she is comfortable, let her work.
Hmm.
So that's how, when they realize that actually that extra income makes a lot of difference in their kind of livings they have.
Yeah.
So that whole their perspective is changing now.
Yeah. Oh,
And if
that's
you
so
talk
interesting.
of, yeah, if you actually talk about, I have seen now in my office the women artisans, because of the lockdown things happening in India. Now we have a lockdown from 7 o'clock. So a lot of husbands come to get them back, and they are okay waiting for 5-10 minutes, sitting there, letting their wife complete something, which
Mm.
according to me is a very big thing in what from where we are coming in.
Mm.
Otherwise, always the opposite side. The woman was supposed to wait for the men so that they can complete the work. But things are changing here. So these things, actually, when you sit in office, you realize that how small things are impacting in this
Yeah.
society. So that's important, and I think that's we should be able to do something for them, I feel.
Yeah. And what do you think is, you know, you said something's changing. Is it that husbands are realizing more what their wives are capable of, or is there just a little bit more value because there's like monetary value coming in? Or what do you think that change is that would make that switch to a husband waiting for a wife to be done?
First, when you see, I think it's very, this is human, when you see somebody else respecting your wife and giving, and she's helpful and useful to somebody else in the factory,
Mm.
you always get the respect. Okay, fine, this woman can do something more than just being at home. And secondly, obviously, in today's world, monetary is a very, very important factor. And
Of course.
as soon as every month, if that person is getting money at home, the I should not say that, I don't want to put it like that, but that brings a lot of respect,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
that's so interesting. That those are the things that I don't think, you know, I can only speak for myself and I guess people like me here in America. I guess we don't realize, um, those of us who have been privileged to always have a job, the kind of emotional and social changes that can come with a job, not just being able to pay for bills, but being respected, being treated with some more dignity, being waited upon. Those are things that I think most of us don't realize comes with job creation.
Exactly, definitely. Once you, I think you start respecting yourself more than anybody else.
Mm.
That's, I think, once you start respecting yourself, I think everybody starts doing that to you. So that's all go hands in hand, I think.
Have you seen that growth in self-respect with the women that you work with, like within
Definitely, I think,
themselves?
yes, definitely. I mean, I don't think any of my artisans, be it men or women, they're underconfident in what they do, because they have actually evolved themselves from, I mean, they've never started from the top that where they are. They was maybe starting for the QC, they started doing little bit and then eventually started making a complete bag. But now if you see, they can actually handle one complete bag themselves. That
Wow.
was not the case when we started years back. So this has taken time. I think initially they were a little slow in terms of completing work, but now more than capable enough, and I don't think, honestly, I don't work there with them like, oh, you're a woman, so I need to give you special attention. No, we don't. I mean, as a woman, we are strong personalities. We don't need any special care or like, oh, we need attention in that ways. We are self-sufficient and we can take care of that.
Yeah.
And if we work with that aim, I think eventually men should be empowered more than women.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's so honestly, it's just fascinating, and it's so encouraging to hear that out of something like a beautiful leather handbag, something that's beautiful, functional, but can seem maybe surface level, maybe vain, maybe materialistic. It has a real human value behind it. And that bag, those beautiful bags, is just the physical representation of something much deeper going on, like a woman finding self-respect, or a husband finally respecting a wife, maybe a little bit more, maybe in a different way. Um,
Definitely.
and
I think
and
I will
that's
not.
incredible.
I will definitely make a point here. Today we are talking about this. At least I am talking about this because I was capable enough of giving them enough work, and they were secure enough to have that job in their hands. So everything goes hand in hand. Today, if I don't have any work, if I don't give them, so all these aspects just go waste. So every part of it's a complete chain. So if one thing is not proper, the chain, it's going to break the chain. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If a companies like Trader Fob doesn't understand or respect this, I will not get those orders. I will not be able to, because after a point I will not be able to sustain these people if I don't have work. So
Yeah.
everything, I think if the customers are not respecting the fact that how these bags are made, then again the chain is broken. So everything goes in hand, I think.
Yeah. Well, and it's clear to me that you feel that way because of your eagerness to have this conversation today, and your willingness to, after a long work day, still come and have a conversation with us. Yeah, I was so thankful, I guess, at how willing you were to do this. And I know you and I have another quick meeting after this as well. And it shows. It's because you know that when we know, like when we understand the deeper meaning behind these bags, we love it all the more. I mean, I loved it just
Exactly.
walking past it in a show booth. That I already loved it, but
I think
um,
you visited us twice, and that's when like no, I need to go inside and see.
yeah, it was definitely a need. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that. I have just one more question for you because I want to be respectful of your evening
No,
um,
that's okay.
and of your time. But I was wondering what your maybe like your vision or your hopes are for you and these communities, this community of women moving forward into the future. Do you have anything that you're particularly working towards?
Honestly, I'll be very honest. I always dreamt of having a very big factory and like a lot of people are working, and then that's my dream. Like how I want to see. Like I don't want somebody comes in my factory ever leaves me because of no work.
Mm,
I hate people telling them that, oh, I don't have work, you have to leave. I don't want to get into this feeling ever. So
yeah,
whenever, because actually you will realize that once we have an order, there are a lot of people who are associated with it. Be it a person who's cleaning the office, they get extra money because there's more mess. The
yeah,
tea guy who serves them tea has more people to serve to, they earn more money. The raw material people, everybody. I mean, eventually the whole people around me, they're high energies, which I love. I think I can stay in my office if there's a lot of work till midnight. I don't care.
yeah,
And that's my aim. Like I really want to have a factory where at least 70% of my artisans are women. I will not say 100% because there are a lot of things that I want men for. And
sure.
secondly, if we want to work for later in the evenings, I want men to be there. It's more secured, this thing.
Mm,
But yes, at least at the end of the day should say that, oh, this company has majorly women. That's the aim that I want to. Owned by women and it's run by women. So
yeah.
that's the aim that I'm working with. And I think very soon I'm going to have that kind of factory, and that's how we should be known for. I don't have if you see, I mean, I don't have a company factory name written on in outside my factory because I don't want people to know what is the name of the factory. It should be how things are done here. That's how people
Mhm.
should know this is the kind of factory that I want to have. And that's the aim I have been working with since the day I
Yeah.
started this work.
Wow, I have like chills. I'm starting to tear up a little bit. Wow, that vision is beautiful. It's really beautiful, and um, I am so thankful that we get to have this partnership, and Trades of Hope can be one small part of helping you continue get to that vision. And you said how important it was. No, I'm sorry. You said that you never want to have to tell someone that there isn't work. And
Yes.
I was wondering, for those, I mean, we have almost 50 people watching right now who are just so captivated by your story. We are, you have us on board for your vision, and I think we all want to do what we can to make that vision happen. So,
Definitely.
honest, like just being honest with us, what can we, like, as Trades of Hope, or even just all of the women watching who might not even be a part of Trades of Hope, what can we do to help you grow your factory, your workshop, and not have to tell anyone that there isn't work?
First of all, I would like to really thank how Trades of Hope work, how the pattern that they follow to issue POs and like every month. So that just like, honestly, I just wait for every first 10 days of every month that new order is going to come in, and I get up in the morning and to see if there's any mail. So that's how excited I am, because I know that's the time that new orders come in. But definitely, I think how Trades of Hope have been helping us. I would not say it's a small company to help us. It's playing one of the major roles in helping me to follow my dreams in the company. But yes, I as designers, we are trying to get into different, because we have a certain set of craftsmanship in house. So we don't want to just stick to just bags. We are doing different products for trade-off, of which eventually you will see now.
Yeah.
And then we are then we are trying to do, trying to do apparels. We're trying to do so that at least whatever it is, if not this product, maybe this product, at least we have a wholesome, a good range of products, so that the buyer doesn't have to go to another factory to find something. I just want to be self-sufficient for them, that okay, I need to make this product, and each product, that's the aim. I want to do it in house. I just don't believe it getting it from outside. That doesn't give me, doesn't give me a kick. I want to do it myself. It should be in my factory. So we are just increasing our horizon, because that's the way we can make sure that we have multiple orders going on, and we can just like be self-sufficient and uh, in doing what we do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in these ladies are going to see in next few months new products and new ranges that we're doing together.
Yes, I'm so excited. We
Yes.
have a beautiful, very large, very beautiful bag coming out from Rabia's operation next month, and then another one soon to follow. So I just wanted to say to everyone watching, thank you so much for spending a bit of your probably morning. If you're in India, it's your evening, but your morning with us. If you want to support Rabia and the women that she works with, we have beautiful bags at tradesofhope.com. Some of them are named the Rabia Bag. We have the Rabia Bag, the Blush Rabia Bag, the Everyday Crossbody, the Jolly Handbag. I'm pretty sure those are the only ones we have in stock now. Actually, I don't think we have a Blush Rabia anymore. I think we sold out of that one.
We have wallets, so they should buy a lot of wallets.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Yes. So I wanted to announce, this is exclusive information that everyone else does not even know yet, that today, it is December 9th. Yes, on today at noon, we are going to be launching a new promotion to where if you spend $50, you are able to receive you're able to get 50% off a $50 item or less. So let me say that one more time. If you spend $50, you are able to receive 50% off a product that is $50 or less. So if you buy the beautiful Rabia bag, for example, you will already qualify to get another item $50 or less at 50% off. So that is, shopping is just such an amazing way to help our communities like the ones Rabia leads and our other ones around the world. But thank you so much, Rabia, for being a part of this morning. It was truly special. I feel like I learned so much. And as your day is ending, I know myself and others are ready to get to work and do what we do in this partnership to create our vision of the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I'll see you in our next meeting in like 5
Yes.
seconds. Okay. Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Yeah.